What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 16 of our MLB The Show 24 Pittsburgh Pirates franchise mode here on the channel. The Pittsburgh Pirates are taking on the Philadelphia Phillies here in the National League wildcard game for the 2025 season. It is the first time the Pirates are back in a couple of years. They had a good run during the early 2010s, but they have been kind of vacant since. But their opponent is no one to scoff at all. It is the defending World Series champions. Yeah, Philadelphia won the World Series last season, and, well, we are taking them on here in Pittsburgh. So we do have home field advantage at least, since we won the division and they were a wild card team. So that's a little good right there at least. You know, the little silver lining on this one. You gotta think, they don't have Rob Thompson anymore. Rob Thompson left after they won the World Series, which is a very strange move. Don't know why. Don't know what honestly happened there. Really couldn't tell you guys what happened there. Just a very peculiar situation, I guess, transpired. But the Phillies are taking on Pittsburgh here. Pittsburgh, a very young team. And on the mound for the Pirates is going to be Paul Skeens, 33 starts, 16-7 this season, 219 innings pitched, a 2.84 ERA, a 107 WHIP, 229 punch-outs, a 26% strikeout rate, and a 7% walk rate for the young right-hander Paul Skeens. So the former first overall draft pick in his postseason debut will strike out Bryson Stott. First batter he faces goes down looking. Love to see that one right there for Skeens. Alec Bohm up here, and Bohm, he drifts that one to left field. McCutchen comes in. McCutchen makes the grab, and that's going to be out number 2. 2 quick outs here for Skeen in the first, and that's going to be Stott leading off from second. Bohm at third. Harper's at first. Turner's at short. Marsh is in left. Castellanos is DHing. Hayward's in right. Rojas is in center, and JT Realmuto is behind the plate. Bryce Harper up now, the longtime Philadelphia Philly, and the newly converted first baseman flies out to the center fielder, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 first inning here. On now the bottom half of the inning, as the Pirates are taking on the veteran Zach Wheeler. Wheeler, 33 starts, 13-9, 224 innings pitched, a 2.96 ERA, 199 strikeouts to a 112 WHIP, a 21.8% K rate, and a 6% walk rate for the longtime veteran Zach Wheeler. Kalanick leads things off with a drive to center field, and in comes Johan Rojas, who makes the catch for out number 1. It's going to be a pitcher's duel this game. Let's take a look at the Pirates. We got Kalanick in center, Urshela at short, Reynolds DHing, Rooker at first, Olivares in right, Endy's at catcher, McCutchen's in left, Austin Martin's at second, and Song Chae Chang is at third. Now here we have Gio Urshela, who draws the 1-out walk. That's something you gotta do with Zach Wheeler. You gotta get that pitch count up, make him throw a lot of pitches early, and that's gonna be an infield pop there. Alec Bohm will make the catch, and that's gonna retire Brian Reynolds for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Up comes Brent Rooker, and he chops that one up the middle. That one's gonna trickle up to Johan Rojas, who's gonna field that one. We're going to have Urshela, who made the big turn for third, realized he wasn't fast enough, booked it back to second base where he dives in safely. So runners on first and second, 2 outs now, and chasing is Edward Olivares. JT keeps it in front of him, throw to first is in time, and that's going to end the bottom half of the inning. Trey Turner leads off the second. Turner batting cleanup is a very strange look for me, honestly. Don't know why they have him there of all places, but that's a strikeout nonetheless. Brandon Marsh in the 5-hole. He's going to get a knock up the middle there to center field. Kalanick cuts it off before he can get to the wall. And we're going to keep the fleet-footed Marsh there at first base. Now up comes Nick Castellanos. He pops this one up. Chang going back. Chang in shallow left field. Drifting foul. And he's going to catch that on the fair side of the third base line for out number 2. So runner on second base now with 2 outs here in the inning. That's going to be Jason Hayward, who goes down looking. That's what you like to see there. Big strikeout from Skeen, second in the inning. Andy Rodriguez leads off the top of the second. Chopper up the middle. Wheeler tried to get a glove on it. He could not. And that just bounces all the way up to Johan Rojas in center. So second single of the game here for the Pirates. Up comes McCutchen, and McCutchen, facing his former team, lines out to Alec Bohm. And that's going to be out number 1 here in the bottom half of the second inning. Now Austin Martin up, making his postseason debut. Grounds that one up the middle, and there you go. Second hit of the inning. Third hit of the game for the Pirates. They've got 3 hits, and all 3 of them are singles. Now, you like to see that one. Chang up now, and Chang pops this one up. That's drifting to the outfield. Shallow right field. Infield fly roll is called for some reason, but that is going to be out number 2, as that one's caught by Bryson Stott. Jared Kelenic up. He pops this one up. Wheeler's pointing it out. And let's see, Bohm makes the catch, and that's going to retire the bottom half of the second here in the inning. So on now, top half of the third inning, as we're going to have Rojas, Realmuto, and Stott due up. So the Phillies are looking to get something here going, as Johan Rojas leads things off with a strikeout. That Vulcan change gets Rojas looking right there. Not a pitch he's definitely used to seeing. Now up comes JT Realmuto, one of the veteran Phillies on this team. And that's going to be a back-to-back punch out there on the sinker. That's going to be the 5th of the game now for Skeens. Skeens facing Stott, and Stott will strike out. So Skeens strikes out the side in order. He has 6 on the day now here in his postseason debut. Urshela leads off the bottom half of the third inning. That one's going to be drifting to right field. Jason Hayward comes in, makes the catch, and that's going to be out number 1. So 1 down now here in the bottom half of the third inning, as we're going to have up the 3-hole hitter Brian Reynolds. Reynolds puts that on the ground, fielded by Bohm. Bohm double clutches, goes to Harper, who backhands it in time for out number 2. So with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning, up will come the cleanup man Brent Rooker. Rooker, who is 1 for 1 on the day now, will strike out the high fastball. Not a pitch you want to see him swinging at there. Definitely not a good look. Alec Bohm leads off the top of the 4th here with a strikeout. The Skeens, he is dealing. He's got 7 on the day. Harper up now, 0 for 1, make it 0 for 2. That's going to be 5 straight punch-outs now here for the righty Paul Skeens. So Skeens is moving and shaking on the mound. Here's Trey Turner comes up. Turner 0 for 1, 0 for 2, 6 in a row. Skeens strikes out the side in back-to-back innings. Now up comes Edward Olivares, 0 for 1 on the day. He chops that one up the middle. Turner has it. Turner on the run. That throws in time there to throw out the fleet-footed Edward Olivares. So 1 down now here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Up will come that 6th-hole hitter, though, Endy Rodriguez. Endy will chop that one on the ground. Fielded by Turner again. Throw to first in time. And Harper, showing that versatility as that throws a little high. He just kind of reels it in. And there you go. So big out number 2. Andrew McCutchen, here he goes. And McCutchen strikes out to end the inning here. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And we're on now the top half of the 5th inning. Brandon Marsh, 1 for 1 on the day with the single. I believe he also stole second base. That's how he got on second a couple innings ago. He goes down looking. That's 7 strikeouts in a row. That's 10 so far in this one. Castellanos, he sends that one right center. That one's going to get down. Olivares can't cut it off. Now it's going to roll all the way to the wall there. Kelenic kind of gave up on it. Made Olivares, who's going for third now. And there you go. Nick Castellanos goes to third because there's a miscommunication between Olivares and Kelenic. That's not what you want to see there. The very slow Castellanos gets a triple. Jason Hayward up. He flies that to left field. McCutchen underneath. McCutchen gets the throw off. That's going to not be in time. That's intercepted by Chang there. The sac fly will score Castellanos. There's now 2 outs in the inning. Johan Rojas up, and Rojas, he's going to posit that one into left center field. Neither outfielder can cut it off. Kelenic gives it a chase. That's going to roll to the wall, though. And Rojas can run. He will stay put, though, at second base. That throw wasn't the best from Kelenic out of center. Now up comes JT, who strikes out right there. That is going to be now the 12th punch out of the game here. 11th punch out of the game here for Paul Skeens. I mean, 1 run does score on the sacrifice fly there. Austin Martin leads off the bottom half of the inning now. And he strikes out, sinker right down the chute. Just couldn't time it up properly. And that's going to be the 4th K of the game for Wheeler. Chang up now, and Chang puts that on the ground. That's fielded by Harper, who steps on the bag himself. And that's going to be out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for the veteran righty, Zach Wheeler. as we're going to have up now the leadoff man, Jarred Kelenic. Kelenic 0 for 2 on the day. He sends that up the middle. That's going to be a base knock, his first hit of the postseason. And there you go, Jarred Kelenic. So, Kelenic's on first now. Up comes Urshela. Urshela will pop this one up. Off-speed pitch gets him way too far underneath. Hayward's going to make the running catch, and that's going to end the 5th inning. On now the top half of the 6th as Bryson Stott leads things off here. And Skeen's going to get Stott to ground out to Chang at third base. So good defensive play there, as that did kind of pull Chang into that shortstop position. But with one down now here, up comes Alec Bohm, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Bohm will pop this one up. That's going to be foul territory on the line. That's going to be out number 2 here. So 2 outs now here in the top half of the 6th inning, as Skeens will now take on Bryce Harper, who's 0 for 2. And Skeens gets Harper to fly this one out to center field. Kelenic's underneath, who will make the grab. And there you go, 1, 2, 3, top of the 6th. As Skeens regains his form. Brian Reynolds leads off the bottom half of the inning here. Grounder snagged by Harper on the run, and that's going to be out number 1. So a quick out number 1 there for Zach Wheeler and the Phillies. As up will now come the 4-hole hitter Brent Rooker. 1 for 2, single and a strikeout as he strikes out for a second time. Splitter outside the zone, gets Rooker chasing. Not something you want to see there. Now up comes Edward Olivares, who also strikes out on the off-speed pitch. Not what you want out of your right fielder. Back-to-back punch-outs ends the inning. Trey Turner leads off the top half of the 7th, and he's going to deposit that one in to right field. Olivares gets to it quickly. Throw to second will keep Turner at first. So Turner leads off the inning with a single here. And we're going to have up now the 5-hole hitter, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 2 on the day as he strikes out at the high fastball there. 101 high for the 12th punch out of the game here. Now Nick Castellanos, he strikes out. Andy Rodriguez, not sure what he's having a problem behind the plate is. If he's just not seeing the runners well, if he's just not throwing well, that's a stolen base. And a strikeout there of Hayward. I mean, hey, he strikes out the side following the leadoff single. Rodriguez up, and Rodriguez sends that one to right field. That one's down the line, and that one's going to hit fair, just clipping the line, it seems like. And Endy leads off the bottom half of the 7th with a double. That's what you like to see there out of the young catcher. Now up comes Andrew McCutchen. He puts that on the ground. Turner backhands it. Throw on the run. Plenty of time right there as McCutchen. Definitely not the speedster he once was. So 1 out now here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. As out comes the manager here for the Phillies. Wheeler's day is done. Sure, he seems like he's over 100 pitches. He has gone through 6 1/3 shutout innings. And let's see if this pull to the bullpen will be a regret later. Out comes Gregory Soto, 52 games, 4-2 record, 7 holds, 46 innings pitched, and a 3.52 ERA, a 1.54 WHIP, an 18% K rate, and a 13% walk rate for the hard-throwing lefty here. So the wild lefty Soto strikes out Austin Martin in their first matchup here in the postseason. So there's 2 down now here, and following that goes down Chang, as he swings that one way too far out of the zone, gets him chasing, and Soto strikes out the 2 batters he's assigned to face, and on now to the top of the 8th. Out of the bullpen comes Craig Kimbrell, the former Philadelphia Philly. 39 games, 28 holds, 33 innings pitched, a 1.34 ERA, a 1.46 WHIP, 28.5% K rate, and a 14% walk rate. Rojas leads things off with a lofting fly ball to center. That's going to be fielded by Jarred Kelenic for out number 1. So with 1 down now here, top half of the 8th inning, up comes JT Realmuto, who pops this one up. This one's foul grounds. Rooker's underneath. He will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs now here in the inning. And up will come Stott, who drives that one to right. That one's back. Olivares looking up, and he makes the catch, running into the wall. And that one will end the inning. Matt Strahm out of the pen here. 37 games, 2 losses on the season, 25 holds, 33 innings pitched, a 4.32 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP, a 21% K rate, and a 7% walk rate here for the lefty Matt Strahm. Jarred Kelenic, he strikes out swinging there for out number 1, as Strahm does what he's got to do. Urshela up now. He drives that one to left. That one will be caught, though, by Brandon Marsh for out number 2. So 2 outs now here quickly in this 8th inning. As up will come the 3-hole hitter Brian Reynolds, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Grounder to Turner. He fields that cleanly. Throw to first in time. And Strahm pitches a 1-2-3 inning. Bailey Falter out of the pen here. 63 games, 11 wins, 10 losses is exaggerating. 4 holds, 140 innings pitched, a 4.22 ERA, 141 whip, 14% K rate, 8% walk rate. Alec Boehm leads things off with a strikeout against his former teammate. I believe Falter did spend some time as a starter, which I believe was the majority of those losses came from. Harper up now, 0 for 3 on the day, grounds that one past the glove of Austin Markham. So that one's going to be a 1-out single here. Harper is standing on first base now. See a lot of the base hit off of Bailey Falter. Trey Turner up now. Turner drives that one right center field. That one's going to get down. Kelenic can't cut it off. Kelenic's going to play that one on the hop off the wall. Harper's rounding third. He's going home. Throw to home is not in time. Turner goes to third. RBI triple for the Phillies shortstop here. That's not what you want to see. Down by 2 runs now here, top of the 9th inning. Up comes Brandon Marsh, 1 for 3 on the day. Grounds that one to Urshela. Urshela looks Turner back, goes to first. And that's going to be out number 2. So 2 outs now here in the 9th inning. Phillies find themselves up by 2 runs as Castellanos is up. Drives that to right. That's going to get down. And Olivares cuts it off. He goes to second. And Castellanos has a 2-out RBI single. The Phillies now lead 3-0. So 3-0 Phillies lead here. Jason Hayward up, and he strikes out the low slider. That's going to finally end the inning. Jeff Hoffman out for the save here. Hoffman 53 games, a 1-5 record, 42 saves and 50 attempts, a 3.66 ERA with a 1.29 whip, 20% K rate, 9% walk rate. First batter up, Brent Rooker drives that to center field. That one's back. Warning track looking up and caught at the warning track here. Rojas, he played it all the way to the wall. Definitely did not fool him at all. Edward Olivares up now, and Olivares grounds that one to Alec Boehm. Boehm clutches, goes to first in time. That's going to be out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th inning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And up comes Andy Rodriguez, who kind of fights that one off. Outside slider to Boehm, over to Harper. In time, 1-2-3 inning there for Jeff Hoffman. The Phillies win this one by a final score of 3-0. A combined shutout there for Philadelphia, started by that man right there, Zach Wheeler, who went 6 1/3 strong innings pitched. The Phillies, who find themselves up 1-0 here in the series, only need 1 more over the next 2 games. So you see Wheeler gets the win, 6 1/3, 5 hits, 0 earned runs, 6 Ks, and 1 walk issued. Turner was the player of the game for the Phillies, 2 for 4 with a triple, a run, and an RBI. I mean, hey, Philadelphia, they've been here before, and they're proving it now, out-hitting and outscoring the Pittsburgh Pirates. But the Pirates have only had 1 extra base hit the entire game, which was a double by Andy Rodriguez. That's not going to win you a lot of games, 1 double and a bunch of singles. So Wheeler gets the win and the player of the game. Skeens the loss, who went 7 innings, allowed 4 hits, 14 strikeouts, walked none, and 1 earned run. But text on YouTube, though, peace out, rock on, stay super classy, and catch you on the next episode.